Welcome, Toonhounds, to Toonhounds, your fortnightly foray into all things animated. I'm Rich Masters, and with me, as always, the Niddler to my whatever his name is, Toph? Ren, or the Needle to my Buff Junior Conan.
Short King Conan. Great.
How are you, Spiff?
I've got a cough, so I'm going to try not to cough on mic during this adventurous episode of Toonhounds.
If you do, I won't hold it against you.
I'll turn away from the mic.
We haven't really spoken since Christmas, have we?
No. Been off gallivanting.
Busy. Yeah. I went on holiday for my birthday. That was very nice.
Oh, lovely. Where did you go?
Went to Falmouth to eat and drink.
Eat your way through Falmouth.
Yeah, have a nice time with Evan, and that's obviously
fantastic.
My wife. We had tapas on my birthday, which I love. It was really good. And then basically, because I now work at the theatre, the pantomime season has been absolutely mental.
Imagine,
So I can tell you some anecdotes off mic, just in case some of my other colleagues are listening. But it is one of the busiest times for the theatre, obviously. 3 shows a day, including Christmas Eve, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve. Like the only 2 days the theatre is closed is Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So it is mental.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Shane Ritchie wandering the corridors,
lost,
loudly like, "Hello!" Right. So
apples and pears.
Yep.
Doing like his knees up while he's walking down the corridors. It's like a burly king.
Yeah. Had a cast and staff photo done.
Oh, nice.
Yep, it was weird. It's weird standing next to a pantomime dame when they're not acting.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, now we've got Matilda in at the theatre,
cool.
Which is the Tim Minchin show.
It's pretty good.
So yeah, and like watching them set the stage up is just like it's something else.
Yeah.
It's like you're watching like true craftsmen put together something. And it's really good. It's like inspiring in a way, watching them like it all come together. But it is sort of like I wouldn't do that with a show I wanted to see for the first time because it's kind of like a how the sausage is made kind of thing.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. It is. You're very close to it.
We averaged because we had a giant rat in the production of Dick Whittington because of the Rat King or Rat Queen, depending on which gender plays the villain. We had an average of 3 soiled seats a showing because it was kids, which is a dubious statistic to put out there. But there you go.
You scared them too much.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's frightening.
But now we're on to Matilda, Miss Saigon. And lots of other stuff in the year.
That would hopefully have less soiled seats, I'd imagine.
Yes. Yeah. Unless someone really hits the high note. The brown noise note. But anyway. Talking of the realms of, like adventure and fantasy of Dick Whittington, what did we decide to call this? Is this Fantasy 2?
I've got no idea. I don't remember.
Fantasy 2, Revenge of the Fantasy.
Yeah. Fantasy point 2.
And we picked Pirates of Darkwater and Conan the Adventurer.
Yeah.
Both
we say
19...
we picked. I don't know either of these shows.
I don't. I can remember watching them occasionally when I was younger and thinking the worlds of these shows are really cool, but not remember anything else about them.
I didn't know that the Conan one was even called Conan the Adventurer. I always assumed it was called Conan the Barbarian, because why wouldn't it be? Because they do say the word barbarian in the episode, so it can't have been like we can't say that. It's it's too violent for children or anything like that, because they still call him a barbarian.
Yeah, I think they must have had some rights issue with because Conan is in the public realm character, but Conan the Barbarian is maybe owned. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
And who cares? Certainly not us.
For sure.
Let's talk about Pirates of Darkwater, which was a 1991 show for Fox Kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. I remember. I do kind of have fond. It's Hanna-Barbera.
Is it really?
I
I didn't realise that. That's weird that it'd been on Fox Kids then and not Warner Brothers.
Yeah, exactly. There was a mini series which was the 5-part mini, which you told me before we recorded that they released all at once.
Yes, yeah. Well, I think I don't know if it was all at once or in like a daily thing. You know, like the
extended pilot
yeah.
week. Yeah. Which is what they did for Night of the Sentinels, what they did for like the first few Spider-Man episodes. So I'm not really surprised by that. But that aired, and then they aired the full season following it. And then a second season. There was 13 episodes in the first season, 8 episodes in the second season, and it ran from like 1991 to 1993. It didn't get anything beyond second season.
Yeah, it had a video game. I do remember it had a video game.
It did. I remember that. It was a beat 'em up, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. And
was it on the Super Nintendo?
It would have either been the Super Nintendo or the Genesis. I don't know which one it would have been because I played it on an emulator. So
yeah,
I don't remember which one it was.
You could play as Ren, Tula, and Ioz.
It feels like more of a Super Nintendo game to me.
Yeah, it does to me. Like in the same way Batman Returns was.
Yeah.
Yeah, those sorts of ones. The basic idea of the series is a boy who is basically what's his face, Jim from Treasure Island.
Oh yeah, he's very Hawkins coded.
This whole series is Treasure Island in a fantasy realm, which is weird because we've done Treasure Island in a fantasy sci-fi realm in Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
Equally as problematic with the story, I think. So a lighthouse keeper and his he thinks it's his mother. Was that
the intention? I thought it was just like
I think it was
like a caretaker sort of thing, like a nanny for a grown man.
I mean, maybe maybe she was the cook of the cook and like attendant of the lighthouse.
Yeah,
but he essentially is the unknowing son of King Primus of Octopon. King Primus.
So, this is the first indication of how ridiculous the lore of this series is.
Yeah.
Like, you know, sometimes when you read things like fantasy novella and like short stories and you think they had no idea what they were doing. They were making this up as they went along. Like, it's like, we need to find the 13 temples of the Grand Vizier before we can boil the magical apples into a soup. It's like that.
It does
all the
like
way
that.
through it. It's so crazy. Was it not they had to find the 13 treasures before they were able
13
to open
treasures
up
of rule.
Yeah, to open up something in Octopon and like so silly.
Essentially the treasures purify the sea.
Yeah.
I don't know if this it's so terrible it's making you cough.
I know.
I imagine there are 13 seas in Octopon.
Yeah, maybe.
Like there's the 7 seas of Earth.
It would have made more sense to just have 7 because then, you know, the series would have maybe finished before it got cancelled.
Do you think that they didn't... So, like, this... So, I'll finish the premise, essentially. Yeah. So, the treasures purify the sea because the sea has been taken over by this weird black sentient liquid called darkwater. And it is, like, it eats you, basically. And you can still travel on it by boat. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he basically assembles a crew in this first episode, finds out he's the chosen one, and his crew are a pirate, a mage who's hiding as a bartender, and a monkey bird who is Snarf in any other name.
Yeah, because there always has to be one. There always has
to be a Snarf.
The wacky side character.
Yeah, the one that everyone hates, but people think they love. And then there's a pirate lord called Bloth, who is voiced excellently by Brock Peters, like Dad Cisco.
Yeah.
Who's the voice talent in this show is really good. George Newbern, Jodie Benson, Peter Cullen, Tim Curry.
There's really good people in this, but I feel like the guy who plays Ren, he definitely got better over time after this, like in his other roles. Because he is terrible in this. He just he puts me in mind of Link from Legend of Zelda in the Legend of Zelda animated series.
Yeah.
It's that same sort of really higher energy voice, which does not... It doesn't really fit his characterization in this first episode, because he's meant to be a bit like rough and tumble, at least. At least from like the... He's like opening is very... he will rush into danger to try to help anyone. But the voice that they give him is very... It's not energetic enough for that.
No, it's very soft.
He just sounds like a guy.
Yeah. It was just like normal guy.
Yeah.
Normal
and to
guy.
say that, like, he went on to voice Superman in a lot of the Justice League cartoons and stuff.
And he was so good.
And he's Sephiroth. He's the voice of Sephiroth. And you would not imagine that from listening to this episode.
This must have been one of his first... Because he was in, like... George Newbern was in, like, Father of the Bride, wasn't he? He was the son-in-law to be, right?
Yeah.
And he was an actor first and foremost, but he has done like a roaring trade in voice acting. But yeah, you're right. He was weird in this first act. It was like someone had gone in with no formal training.
Yeah. He just felt like he was talking.
Yeah. What's interesting is Niddler, Roddy McDowall in the miniseries, Frank Welker in the real show.
Oh no, Frank Welker from Factory.
Yeah, he replaced Roddy McDowall.
Oh, that's great. When did Roddy McDowall... are they dead? Did Roddy McDowall die? When was that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was a bit later on, wasn't it? It was like the 2000s, like early 2000s.
1998.
Yeah, so he was still around, at least.
Yeah.
So it must have just been a payment thing, I imagine.
Maybe. Who the hell knows? So you've got Niddler, this monkey bird, who is he was a pet of Bloth until Bloth decided to kill him for some reason, and he is a greedy, gluttonous bird who can a monkey who can fly. Ren is self-character insert.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, it feels like we're seeing the world through Ren's eyes for the first time. He's that character, which I don't think it kind of works for like his upbringing, because they put him in a very isolated place. They put him in a lighthouse, and we don't really get any indication of what his life has been like up to the first episode,
which is the biggest problem with the show.
Yeah,
by a long stretch. The episode's first 2 minutes shows Ren at the lighthouse, his relationship with the other lighthouse keeper, whether it be his mother figure or whatever, his dad being chased onto the rocks, dying, giving him his mission, and him getting a sword, his dad's old sword, and none of it is explained.
No, none of it's explained at all. And he doesn't seem that interested in the background of it either.
He certainly doesn't seem surprised.
No, because it's like she gives him the she opens up the secret compartment in the top of the fireplace to reveal the sword to him. He just picks up and takes a look at it, and he's like, "Wow, golly, that's amazing! That time to go on an adventure. See you later." And that's it.
Yeah.
He's got no follow-up questions whatsoever.
See you later, person I've spent my entire life with.
Thanks for raising me for 17 years, because apparently I'm a 17-year-old.
Wow. Could have fooled me.
It looks like he's at least 30.
He's got some serious sunburn. He's going to have some skin cancer when he is older. He's orange.
Yeah.
Tula is the most interesting character.
And she's in it for all of 2 seconds.
Yeah, Tula seconds. But voiced by Jodie Benson, Ariel from The Little Mermaid. She in the I remember her character more than any other in that she's a mage. She can control the elements.
That's pretty cool.
So, but she's introduced as this sort of like barmaid tavern wench, quote unquote. But she climbs aboard the ship and knows what they're doing. And Ios is just like Han Solo, but Hispanic.
I didn't understand. What's his name? Iso,
yeah. Ios.
I didn't know why he was there. I didn't know he was going to be a main character. I thought he was just like some rando who would be the stepping stone to them getting a vessel, and then he'd be gone. I really assumed he was just going to he was going to double cross them and end up going somewhere else, or Ren would steal the ship and head off on his own. I really didn't expect him to stick around.
They clearly wanted to get a Han, Luke, and Leia sort of energy with these three characters, because Ios is only interested in greed and treasure. He becomes the sort of like almost like pseudo father figure to him later on in the series. Tula is like this ethereal sort of like headstrong character who shouldn't be on the ship, and then you've got Ren, who is vanilla, sunburnt vanilla, and then you've got C-3PO with Niddler.
Oh, Niddler! I really did not like Niddler. Niddler was a very irritating character.
Niddler is too close to Fiddler for me. It's not
Needler.
No,
I feel like his name would be better if it was Needler instead of Niddler.
But then it would have been very close to Needle.
Yeah, which is in the Conan episode. Yeah. I thought it was really funny when they're stealing the boat at the start of in the midpoint of the episode.
Yeah,
and there's like a group of people running saying, "Stop stealing my boat! That's my boat! You're stealing it! You're stealing my boat!" And he goes, "Get to the mast and get out of here!" And he like drives off. And he says, "What was that all about?" Like, were you not listening? There was a crowd of people telling you what that was about.
The sea was too noisy. Ios is in his ear doing this. Oh, the wind's very choppy today.
Golly.
Yeah, it was. Bloth was the most interesting character with his like ship of bones, and he can raise like stalagmites from the seabed and stuff like that. Like,
I'm a big fan of like pirate ships where the group of pirates are just like the ugliest people you've ever seen in your whole entire life, and their entire personality is whatever the captain says we do. Yeah, it's like they when Niddler wants to have something to eat, and he says, "I always keep my promises, and I'll feed you to my boa constrictors." Not the
no, they're just constrictors.
And the whole ship, I guess, like busting a gut. They are loving it. It's so funny. He's got a team of people whose job it is to open up the hatch to the constrictors. That's all they do. They just stand there just in case.
What a cushy job.
Yeah.
That is your job, man.
When they're all attacking the people on the ship, and they've like put out like urchins out of barrels and stuff to throw using catapults. That was funny. It was like, they're pirates, but they cannot use guns. That's going too far.
It was like, kill that bird, that monkey bird, and they all pull like papayas out of a barrel. This'll kill him. Quick, I've got a particularly sharp pineapple wedge.
I've got a pine cone. Look out.
Especially because Niddler is like food obsessed. That's the last thing you want to throw at him.
Yeah, just eat them. Just be eating all the papayas. That's all you want.
Yeah. Brock Peters was good.
Yeah,
the voice was good.
Yeah.
Tim Curry does a voice.
What is Tim Curry in this? I don't think he was in this episode.
No, Mantis and Conk, two of the big villains on Bloth's crew, are Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, and Tim Curry.
Yeah, that's insane. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think Tim Curry just basically wanted to do, like, if he was around a sort of recording studio at the time, he'd just pop his head in and go, "What are you recording?"
Yeah, he's like Jack Black in that fashion. He just like wanders around studios and sees if they wanted to be in anything.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much to talk about. Like, it all happens really fast.
And nothing is really explained. Like, I can imagine.
No.
It is partly a problem with it being a 5-part pilot.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine that in the other 4 parts, things are fleshed out a little better. And the pacing is very strange for a first episode. There's a lot of, like, just nothing happening. Like, when he goes to the bar, into the pubs at the start, there's really nothing going on.
It's, like, so from reading the other blurbs of the miniseries, like, you know, you get the next episode is Bloth in pursuit, and they find a treasure. Then the treasure and the compass are stolen by Ioz, and they go back to Bloth has been secretly working. Ioz has been secretly working for Bloth in the past, but like he doesn't know if that's the right way to go.
Bit of a little redemption arc.
Yeah, and then Ioz helps them off again, and they, you know, regain their first treasure. That's the first 5 parts. It would have been better to watch them all as 5 parts, but God help me, I could not have imagined doing that.
It's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I barely got through the first one.
Yeah. The theme tune is just explaining things.
Yeah. I don't mind it when they do that sometimes in these cartoons. It feels very early 90s animation. Like comedy adventure animation.
Yeah. Do you know what does it the best, though? Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. Like, it's got a really small, like, a crawl about uniting the magic root and stuff like that, and then they've got like a killer song at the start. This has neither of those things. It's wordy and long, and it doesn't have a song. It doesn't have a song.
It's a shame that cartoons these days don't have theme songs like that anymore.
Yeah,
closest I can think of is Adventure Time.
Yeah,
where we're told that it is Adventure Time and they're Finn and Jake and he's a human. That's all we need.
Yeah, they go on adventures.
Yeah.
This one's a weird one. Like, a lot of voice talent.
More than you would expect, I think.
Yeah,
even for
a
like
show like this.
Yeah, because they only did like 21 episodes. Like the amount of budget that must have gone into the voice talent, it's absurd for that length of time.
Yeah. It's a very brightly coloured show. It's like someone spilt their palette on the original cells and then they couldn't figure out how to erase it.
Yeah.
So there's lots of like hot pinks and
very saturated. Yeah.
Vivid greens. Like, it's like someone only had highlighters. And they were like, let's colour this scene in. It's oranges and pinks and greens and lurid yellows. And it's interesting to see like a palette like that. It's not something that's done very often. Yeah.
I didn't mind the character designs as a whole.
No.
I thought they were very interesting. I liked the when Needler is wearing that cloak. When they're trying to be
that was so funny.
I really liked that.
So funny.
When at the front it looked really stupid. Like anybody would know that was a monkey bird. But then when you see him from the side and he's walking, he just looks like a little guy. Yeah, I thought that was quite nice. It was clever.
Yeah, it was clever. The whole world, so I think the premise of Pirates of Darkwater is really interesting. Like, if they had fleshed it out, like what caused the Darkwater? Is there like a sort of like a corruption in like people or something like that caused it? Is Bloth like a emissary of that thing that caused it? Because I don't know what Bloth's motivation is at all.
No.
And I would have had...
from the first episode, you get the impression that his motivation is greed, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But I imagine that as it goes on, there's going to be a bit more to it than that.
God, I'd hope so.
Yeah.
But it was just strange. It was like nothing was fleshed out. The funniest bit in the whole episode is when the woman gets the secret sword out of the wall and is like, your dad was a king and now his mission is passed to you, and he just puts the sword in his boot and he's like, all right, see ya.
See you later. Jumps
bye.
Out the window. That made me laugh
at
the start. We know when he has to run down to rescue the king, King Primus, He doesn't go down the stairs because that would be silly. He leaps from the top step and does some Prince of Persia shit on a random wooden pole which is sticking out the wall, and then like leaps down the 30 flights of stairs.
Yeah,
it would have been quicker to just run down the stairs.
Could you
it's
imagine?
So unnecessary.
If this was a proper show, that was written with some care and wasn't written for kids in the 90s with early ADHD who can't focus for longer than 5 seconds, myself included. But could you imagine if it would, like, the first episode would end on Primus washing ashore?
Yeah, you think so? Yeah, I think that's how they do it now. I think this would be brilliant as a comic.
Yeah,
if they made this into a comic book, it would be fantastic.
Yeah,
I don't think the pacing is so off. It was just very strange.
In the first 2 minutes is where he gets his sword. He gets his quest.
Yeah, and they rush through it as quickly as possible.
I would have had Ren showing. You need to have a save the cat moment with Ren.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like him saving someone who's coming towards the lighthouse, maybe.
And you need to show that he's a good person. So they're on his side.
Yeah, and have the attendant be like, you can't put yourself at risk, and Ren not understanding why. Then you have King Primus, like some battle happening between a small boat and another small boat of bluffs, right? Mm-hmm. And then you have King Primus wash up on shore. He and Ren are backed into a corner. King Primus is injured, and the attendant is able to, as like a knight, she needs to be a knight or something, not just an old woman, old crow.
Yeah. Give her an opportunity to kick ass for 10 seconds. Yeah.
Fights and potentially dies, right?
Yeah.
And then like chases them away, succumbs to her injuries, and King Primus is the one who says, like, you're my son. That was
King Primus my son. Instead of it being that guy over there that you just watched die. Yeah, that's your dad.
He's just sad.
Surprise.
He's your dad, but there needs to be something else, like, and then he's given the sword, because there's no meaning to the sword. The sword almost needs to break in battle of the king. Yeah. That needs to be the king's sword. It breaks in battle, and no one now will believe because the sword is broken. No one will believe he's the son of a king.
Because usually when there's a broken weapon of some kind in a show, it's alongside the assumption that it's going to be like the MacGuffin or a mystery throughout the series. Yeah, it would be like, we want to find out how the sword got broken, how it ended up in this place, or anything like that. But they don't allude to anything like that in this. It's just the sword is broken and nobody cares.
Yeah, no one ever looks at him and says, "That's the king's sword you've got there." Yeah, that would be really interesting. If
far more interesting than the sword in this. Yeah, and the compass itself, when he's like, receives it. It doesn't feel like it's given the same gravitas as the sword, weirdly.
No, but that's so weird that there's no mystery or much of anything in the sort of the giving of these artifacts that were so important. They're like keys to his heritage, keys to his mission. And they're given no sort of meaning, gravitas, anything. It's just like, here you go, kid. Like, here's a sword and a compass.
It should have been like they do it in Treasure Planet. When he's given the the box with the all the stuff in the magical mystery machine.
Yeah.
Where it's in the midst of battle, like they're on death's door, and he's given it like it's important surroundings when he's given the item. There should have been a battle going on when he's given the sword. Like it should have been the lighthouse on fire and like arrows flying through them and fighting people but it's not.
And Long John Silver, who is Bloth, turns up demanding the sword and the compass. Not a monkey bird steals him away from the window. I get that they was probably trying to get away from Treasure Island.
Yeah, that's a really weird way of doing it. Yeah, that feels like it could be a TV tropes thing. Like somebody getting kidnapped by a giant bird to get them to another place throughout the story. It's so weird.
It is
And she
weird.
just like
It's not.
the attendant just doesn't seem to have any reaction to it. She's just like, oh well,
No.
he's gone now. Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no like that's one thing that Treasure Planet did really well. It set up that the Benbow Inn was like this really, that's what it's called, isn't it? The Benbow Inn?
I don't remember. I do
Island?
not remember at all.
But like Jim Hawkins's family are like center of the village. They're like it's a bustling town, port with lots of goings and comings and all that sort of stuff, and like they're at the heart of something already that is important.
Yeah,
Ren is a nobody in this story, and he is still a nobody after he gets his sword and his compass.
Yeah. Yeah, it needed something a bit more like with a bit of gravitas to it. Even just to make us care about the action.
Yeah, you're right. It could be a kick-ass comic.
Yeah, I think it'd be great as a comic. Yeah, maybe there was one. I don't know. I've been reading comics a bit more lately. Because I got Marvel Unlimited. I've been reading Venom comics.
Oh, what you've been reading?
I've read his first introductions when it was in Amazing Spider-Man and his...
Oh, so the Todd McFarlane stuff.
Yeah, I've read the Todd McFarlane stuff. I could say I like the story enough. I feel like its appearances in later series make a lot more sense for his character. Because at the beginning, it's just like, he's so one-note, Venom is.
Yeah.
He's not a good character to begin with. No. And then I've read the Lethal Protector miniseries.
Right,
which was, I can't remember the guy's name. That was crap. The Lethal Protector was really crap because it's not a Venom series, it's a Spider-Man series featuring Venom, and they just put his name on the covers, tried to sell issues because it was popular at the time. That was a bit rubbish. I just finished reading Maximum Carnage this morning.
Oh, right, yeah.
I quite like that one. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was what I expected it to be because there's a lot of stuff about like hope and like... they managed to defeat Carnage by blasting him with good vibes using a special machine that they stole from the Baxter building, which is really weird. And like a Cloak and Dagger are in it as well, and I didn't expect that. But that was pretty good. But I was trying to link it back to Pirates of Darkwater and like other cartoons getting comic book adaptations. I recently read the quite new adaptation of the Cowboys of Moo Mesa. The new miniseries
I remember
that
seeing
made.
that. Yeah,
it's so good.
That's weird.
It's really good. I was like so shocked at it. Like the art in it is fantastic. Like amazing art, and it's a great story. It's just like a little miniseries about how the Cowboys of Moo Mesa get together and like do their first mission, and it's really good. So I'd recommend that one. The 2024 Cowboys of Moo Mesa series.
Wow. Did you see that they've also done a new SWAT Cats? I don't know if we've talked about this before. Yeah. It looks incredible. The art
it looks really good.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I can't remember who's doing the art, but wait a minute, let me have a look, see if I can find it.
Oh, there was a bit in Lethal Protector where a bunch of other Venoms show up. It was like the Life Foundation, I think they're called. They stole bits of Venom and made some more symbiotes, and the 5 of them come out, and Spider-Man is in the foreground pointing at them, and he says, 5 Venoms, and I thought that was really funny.
Oh no.
It was like such childish writing throughout it. The series is about like that when the 1906 San Francisco earthquake happened, a section of San Francisco went underground. And they just like paved over it, so there's a hidden city underneath San Francisco where all the homeless people live. And
wow!
There's the Life Foundation and some other guys whose name I don't remember because it's really not important. They find out that there's gold hidden somewhere in the city, so they build like digger mechs to go down there and kill all the homeless people so that they could find the gold. And Venom ends up getting involved. Like. It ends with the implication that Venom now lives underground in San Francisco. But if you're reading chronologically, he's immediately back in New York in the next episode. Like they did stick with that for even like a single issue. It's just they just brush past it. And I don't think they've ever mentioned it since.
I don't know what to say.
It's so funny.
I feel like Venom is not as interesting a character as he should be.
I think it gets better.
I like when Venom is. I like him when he's a hero. First off, but there was a period in like Dark Reign. When they're pretending to be the Avengers and Venom is Spider-Man and he doesn't like what he's doing. I really like that sort of Venom where Venom is like, he's not quite sure. There was a period where he wasn't with Eddie Brock. He was with like Matt Gargan and then he was with someone else. And it was like, why? Venom the symbiote is not interesting on its own. Venom is only interesting when he's with Eddie Brock or Peter Parker. And there's been recent sort of like times with Venom where Peter's had to take the Venom symbiote and they have come to an agreement, and the Venom symbiote has Venom has said that he is sorry for the way he interacted with Peter in the first place. And I find that really interesting.
Because in the original, when he first showed up in Amazing Spider-Man, they to have a truce eventually. For like, it just felt really shallow. The reason for the truce, it was just like, well, we need to go and fight Carnage, so put her there, pal, and now we're friends now. But it's not going to last. We're going to be enemies again in the future, and they maybe fight like once or twice, but after that, it's just never mentioned again.
Which is weird because that's completely anti what I think about when I think about Peter. I think about him always trying to save his villains as if they were the victims of themselves.
It's the ones I've been reading so far are fine. Like, they're enjoyable, but I'm quite looking forward to getting to around like 2014 Venom. Because I feel like that's when the character really got into its own a bit more. Yeah, because at the moment it's just a bit like...
weird.
I get what they're doing. I get the idea because he's got the whole thing about like he will kill people, but he won't kill innocents. And there's a lot of there's a lot about innocence in the first ones. Yeah, I imagine it'll get better over time. I don't know what character I want to go into next though. I was thinking of doing Agent Venom.
The stuff with Flash Thompson. That's quite good.
Yeah.
Because then you get this whole thing about like there being a Venom squad. There's been Venoms before. That's all quite interesting, but that's a good read. But that leads you on to the like edgelord heaviness of what's it called?
King in Black.
King in Black. Which I like everything but the Null stuff.
Yeah. I don't like Null. I think it's a bad idea. I think it took away too much of the mystery of the symbiote.
Yeah,
told us too much.
It's like the Borg having a queen, right?
Yeah.
It's not interesting after that point. You can only go There's nowhere you can go from there. If you reveal the origin of the Borg, and like you reveal that there is like a queen bee, it takes away all the mystery of them. It takes away their chilling, like nonchalance about what they're doing.
Yeah, it's the Wikipedia problem.
Yeah,
it's everything needs to have a Wikipedia fan page that explains everything about the series, and I don't think it's always necessary.
Yeah,
I'm going to read the Spider-Man 94 as well at some point.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I'm quite interested in that. I think that's going to be quite fun.
I am at the moment reading. I'm on the last volume of IDW's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I am quite glad in a way.
Yeah,
like you can tell that we don't care about Pirates of Darkwater, by the way.
We just say like if it had a comic, it'd be greater. Maybe it could be like these comics. There you go. We've put it back.
But Sophie Campbell has created so many characters in the world that the Turtles aren't even in most of the stories anymore, which is a real shame. Yeah, and lots of it is about like the pantheon of ancient gods and stuff like that. Because the Rat King is a god; he's the god of chaos, which was good at the start, but now the pantheon have been in it way too much. And I should have stopped a long time ago.
But once you're in. You got to finish it at least. Yeah.
Well, I bought the first 18 volumes, so and I'd read like up to about 10. But it feels like a long time since something has been groundbreakingly good. They've got like at least 4 Utrom, the race that Krang is, Utrom characters in the book. They've got at least 3 Triceraton characters. The whole of the neutrinos.
It sounds very Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
You're not far wrong. Characters.
it's just got bloated. There was a really good thing that happened. Old Hobbs set off a mutagen bomb in New York, and now there's a whole region of New York that is like mutants, and it's Mutant Town, and they're being discriminated against. So Mikey, Donnie, Raph, and Leo aren't really ninjas anymore. They're almost like outreach officers who are trying to help the city and stuff, and that's quite cool. Good.
That's good, yeah.
But they're not in it enough. It's more about Jenica and Venus de Milo's in it now as like one of the punk frogs who's been like mutilated and now looks like one of the turtles. It's really weird. There's lots and lots of characters in it. And I want like Shredder's a good guy now, and it's kind of like I don't want that. I want, like, you've deviated so far from the status quo.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's a bit too. Remember this thing from your childhood? Well, now it's for adults because you watched it when you were 12, and now you're 47. Yeah. So get ready to get fucked up with the Ninja Turtles.
It's odd, like when you're introducing like Cuddly the Cowlick, the transporting cow head from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you, as a serious element in your universe, you've lost perspective.
There was a Tumblr post years ago about like the difference between early DC characters and modern day DC characters.
Right,
where it'd be like, this is Professor Two Apes. When he was introduced in 1956. He was a mad scientist who stuck two apes together, and he used a magical ray gun to turn the Statue of Liberty into a banana. And then the modern day DC one this is Professor Two Apes. He was surgically enhanced by moulding himself with a gorilla. Now he carries around his own death certificate around his neck, and he murders people indiscriminately with bananas. And he just reminds me of that.
Yeah. It's it's just a bit too much. It's become so bloated.
Yeah.
That, it's tiring to read, which is a real shame because I really like the franchise. But I would have stopped at volume 10.
Yeah.
Rather than add another 8 volumes on.
It's over now, isn't it? It's still going.
It is still going, but it's almost hard to know if it's in the same universe anymore. Chip Zdarsky took over for a little while, and then there's been a hiatus for a bit. Like, I feel for Sophie Campbell as well, because she wanted to do something and they delayed her quite a long time, so she had to fill these issues. And to be honest as well, she's doing the art as well, and her art is phenomenal.
It is good,
really
art.
Good. But it's just when you're delayed, it's definitely not her fault. She had to fill those issues for something to sell comics.
Yeah.
But like, it just became too bloated. She couldn't really do anything with the turtles because they were heading in one direction at the time. So it's just a shame, really. Yeah. Right.
Oh, well.
Should we take a break and we'll come back and talk about Conan and maybe then comics again?
Yeah.
All right.
Conan.
Now Conan and the evil Rapamon face off with giant battle stallions, Thunder, and Demon Hunter. Pull the battle cords, and these massive foes trade fearsome blows in battle action so real you feel the power. These giant warriors and stallions come with star armor and powerful multi-weapon launchers. Feel the power as Conan and Rapamon match swords in colossal combat. Feel the power of Conan the Adventurer.
Welcome back to an episode of High Adventure. We're talking fantasy.
We are talking fantasy, and what a fantasy it is. We live in a fantastical world where Conan the Adventurer exists.
Yeah. It's so let's do what we forgot to do, which I did point out in the break. Let's give Darkwater a rating
6.
4. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd give it a 6. I think there's something to it. I think you could do something with it.
I think you're right. Actually, I'm being too harsh. There's 4 on what it is, what it ended up being. 6 on what it could be. So I'm going to make it a 5.
Yeah. It's like a 40% of Rotten Tomatoes, which is like a Ben Affleck Daredevil sort of level of a film.
Yeah, I'd agree. Actually, you can see the bones of something good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it's spoiled by bad pacing, effectively. Right, we're going to talk Conan the Adventurer.
This one definitely hasn't got bad pacing. This one paced very well in the first episode, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was, by comparison, pretty good.
It was all right.
I would have... Do you know what? If the pilot had have been, it probably was, 3 episodes, I might have watched all 3.
Yeah. Does it have like a part 1, part 2, part 3 on the episodes? Or is it just...
I don't know, let's have a look.
I think everything is just named their own thing. Yeah. Yeah, it does look like it's just like a... each episode leads into the next.
Although the writer did write the first 3 episodes, so I imagine... the first 3 are deemed the pilot.
Yeah.
Because he starts to get his crew together. Zula is introduced properly in the second episode, even though he's the first at the end of the first. And then you've got Jasmine, who is his token female character. And then
there's a dude who looks kind of like a snake in his crew at one point, I feel like.
Yeah. And there's one who is almost looks like a dwarf.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy you're talking
might
about?
be, I don't know. I've only seen a couple of images of things from Conan the Adventurer. Not to be confused with Conan the Adventurer, the 1997 TV series, which was live action, of course.
Yes, not
Don't
that
get it
one.
twisted.
Not Kevin Sorbo. Jesus Christ. Not him. No. This had 65 episodes.
Insane.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a single one. Didn't know this show existed.
Oh, I did. I remember it from my childhood. Much more than... I used to watch this all the time. I wanted it to be far more grown up because I'd seen the Conan films and I loved them. Even the second one, which isn't as good.
Even Red Sonja.
I haven't seen Red Sonja. Have you seen the new one?
No, I haven't. I've heard it's terrible.
Ah, that's a shame. Yeah. That is a real shame. They can't get... They just can't get that franchise to work properly at all. But this had a toy line and everything. It was quite popular.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Do you know it's a French production because it's a Ray de Laurentiis. It's like French Canadian, which normally results in the villains being all minorities.
It does, weirdly.
Yeah.
Not so much in this one. Yeah.
No, this one. They're
kind
snake
of
men.
They're all snake people. That's kind of a minority in the world of Conan.
Yeah, I guess so. But a minority of villainous evil snakes who
like
worship an
orcs.
evil snake god.
They've got no say in the matter. It's like drow.
Yeah, exactly. Back in the days of old, Set, the Egyptian god Set...
Same one as ours.
Made some horrible snake men that wanted to rule the world, basically. And then Set got beat and imprisoned in a...
he got put in a pocket dimension.
Yeah, pocket dimension. But he's still got his wizards around, and they are serpent men,
of course
led by, but hiding as real men.
Yeah.
Led by the Serpent Man Wizard, Rathamon, the worst Pokemon who's ever existed.
Rathamon. It's fantastic.
But
Rathamon.
voiced by Scott McNeil, the guy who does the voice of Wolverine in all the new Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
It's Voltar as well in the League of Super Evil.
That's really funny. I was a big fan of the Serpent Men throughout this episode. I was quite happy whenever they showed up to do something.
You have seen my face, Conan!
It was when they get turned back into people. You broke the spell which turned us into men. It's really funny.
We are now serpent men again.
Yes.
I love their voices. They're so good.
Yeah,
they're so evil bug.
Yeah, they're so villain. They're so 1992 villain.
Yeah, I just love it. So Conan lives in Sumeria, not Sumeria, with his parents and his granddad, which is weird to see a 3-generation family in a cartoon. I feel like that's quite interesting. Me and Smithsy don't know if this is the real Conan or his grandfather is the Conan that we know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't, the grandfather isn't given a name in this, so there's no way to tell through that. But it's definitely, this is a case of, was it a narrative reason or was it just a studio mandated reason that this is a lot less violent than the sort of Conan you would usually get in these kinds of cartoons?
Yeah. He doesn't chop any snake head off.
He doesn't, no. He doesn't punch a single horse in the face.
No.
In fact, he loves horses in this.
He loves horses. The horses don't love him. One of my favourite lines, ride like the wind, thunder.
I like it when he gets booked off the horse and then he stands up and rubs his ass. That made me laugh. There's a couple of really funny just like little bits of animation in this. Like when Conan is we get like the year time skip and Conan is a bit older and a bit bigger and he's like walking down the street of the market and he's all stanced up. It's really funny.
His torso is going from side to side.
Yeah.
Another bit that was really funny was when him and his dad walked down the hill from the tomb and they were as wide as the furs they were in.
Yeah.
So they were big square men walking down a hill. But yeah, Conan lives within his three generation family. And one night, he's on a walk and fiery tears descend from the heavens. They're meteors. And star metal is the only thing that can free Set from his imprisonment in the pocket dimension. But Conan's father is a blacksmith. And he uses the meteors to forge a sword for Conan and lots of other tools and weapons.
Daggers and stuff. And sells them for incredibly cheap prices.
Yeah,
4
gold coins. You're never getting another
off.
one of these meteors again.
No.
But they lay the sword that Conan will one day use in a stone-covered crypt. And he says to him, his son is already yoked as fuck.
Yeah, he is.
But,
he's huge.
He's like the biggest man ever. But he says to him, when you can lift this stone, when you need to lift this stone, you can have the sword.
Yeah,
which is a really good call forward, essentially.
Yeah. He says it like, when you're man enough to lift the stone, then you can have what's inside. And you're doing a bit of gendered performatism there, father.
What I would have liked and what I took from it, but sort of in my headcanon, is when you need to be of service.
Yes,
when you need to be a man
able to lift this.
Yeah. When you know what manhood is, because you're already strong enough to lift it, but you need to know about sacrifice. Because he doesn't change much in terms of his bulk.
He gets slightly taller and he looks a bit less like a twink. That's about it.
Yeah. He's less oily. He's less going to the clubs in a string vest.
But the thing is, every single character in this show that we meet, even like side characters, they're all like 7 foot tall. And they're all yoked as fuck. Like, it does not give the impression that Conan himself is a big dude. He just seems quite average or slightly shorter than everyone else. So I'm headcanoning that he's about 5'7" in this.
He's like a weird chody man who's like really wide. So one of the people that Conan's dad, Donan, sort of like village scab, effectively, sees him sell the star metal pieces and goes to tell Rafamon. And Rafamon comes to the village to seek out this blacksmith who's been making weapons, and he tells Donan basically tells Rafamon like he sold it all. He's not lying really.
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
But the wizard refuses. Like he doesn't give him the chance to explain. He doesn't torture him. No. He just turns him to stone.
Yeah, it turns the whole family to stone. It's a shame that they're all grouped together like that.
Yeah. How is he going to help him?
I don't know. I thought it was really funny when the snively little whiplash-looking dude who saw the dagger being sold went to tell him. He says like, "Just stop your snivelling and tell me where the blacksmith is." So he came of his own volition to come and help you. Like you don't need to be threatening him.
Yeah.
But this is he needs to take some kind of workplace training to say that If you work nicer with people, then maybe your employees will do a better job. Like, you don't need to be so angry all the time.
He needs unconscious bias training for humanoids, for mammalians. Because when Rathamon is imagining a doctor, he's not imagining a human, he's imagining a snake man.
Yes.
He's got some outdated snake man,
he's got
ancient
prejudice.
Egyptian prejudice. And I hope he can change.
I just read on the Wikipedia that its name isn't Rathamon, it's Rathamon. There's like a hyphen between it. It's Rath-Amon.
Amon.
Yeah.
Perhaps
that
it's
is sending me. I don't like that at all. It should be just be Rathamon.
It's like calling him. Is it like Raph a man? Is that
what
A-M-O-N. Is part of? No, but is it part of his disguise? Like you got the spell.
Like
but
human.
Perhaps it's he's like, you know, he wants to really hide the fact that he's a snake. If I call myself Norm Allman,
yeah, Jeff, not a snakeman. The perfect disguise.
It pokes his tongue out and it's forked. But the thing is, like, if Conan hadn't pulled the star metal sword from the crypt, Rath Amon wouldn't have known that any more star metal existed.
No, he wouldn't have. No, he would have just like been off on his merry way. Probably found he would have just gone on the other side of Sumeria to try to find some other star metal.
Yeah,
it would have been very simple for them. But you know, there is a ghost at one point who tells Conan that he is destined to become the strongest human that has ever lived. Yeah,
that had big piss off ghost energy from Thor Ragnarok. You're a ghost.
Oh, what was the line that he says about he's going to like take down Rathamon on the ring? That really made me laugh.
So he asks the ghost wizard if he can save his family, and he says, "Oh, the only way you'll be able to save your family is by destroying Rathamon's magic black ring." And he says, "I'll destroy Rathamon and his ring."
You get so passionate about it.
Keep it in your pants, Conan.
The other bit that really made me laugh in like the animation is when he's on the ship at the end and he hears that he's going somewhere where Rathamon is and he stands up and goes, "Rathamon!" like just shakes his fist.
And he instantly gets whipped. Sit down, Conan. Do you know what we didn't mention in Pirates Darkwater? The giant blue dragon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Because I thought it was in Conan.
Alamar.
He was great.
Yeah.
That's the best
part.
Killed,
like, immediately. But he was great.
I'm giant and really badass, but you can't save me, Ren.
And he says, like, well, you're Alamar? Who were you expecting? A human?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good, that bit. I like that bit.
Yeah, that's fun.
But yeah, Star Metal Sword breaks the spell and makes them back to a serpent man. And if it actually touches them properly, if it's close, it breaks the spell. If it touches them, they're banished back to the abyss with Set.
Yeah, they disappear.
That's a really cool way of.
That's really cool.
It's a really cool way of getting around the non-violence.
Yeah,
stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, instead of making them robots or anything like that, giving them green blood.
Yeah. Then what happens? Oh, then he falls. Oh no, he gets his magic sword, magic shield that has Needle in it, a fledgling phoenix, which is the worst part of the episode.
Yeah, didn't need that character at all.
Didn't need that character. No. And then he gets fooled because Conan is not. It's not a smart guy.
No, he's
not. He gets poisoned and sold into Rathamon's boat.
Yeah, he gets put on a Stygian slave ship and sent off to the slave pits.
Yeah, but you are going to get Zula, Scott McNeil. He's king of a tribe of the Vasai, who are the cousins of Horus. So, yeah, he's almost like...
A lot more Egyptian mythology than I would have expected.
Yeah. But he's like... Conan's right-hand man who is very wise. I remember him. He's like the one who talks sense into him all the time. And there are some sort of like, he uses a bolus. His totem is the tiger.
Yeah.
It's quite, black Zulu type coding, which is a bit problematic. But he's a really good character. Like, he's not second to Conan. He's like equal to Conan.
You usually need that kind of character in these kinds of shows, because otherwise like it gets bloated towards one person. And
it's you get Jasmine, who's like a circus performer, and she starts as a roguish thief, but eventually she becomes almost, she's in love with Conan, but Conan is too focused on the mission.
Yeah.
So and then you've got Grey Wolf, who's the wizard.
Always has to be a wizard.
Yeah. And then you've got Snag.
Why is it called Grey Wolf?
No idea, because he's not Native American.
It feels like more of a druid name than a wizard.
Yeah.
It feels like he should have some kind of wolf
so.
powers or like transformation or something.
Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's got a star metal staff.
Oh, is that a thing where they've all got something to do with star metal? Is that like a linking?
I don't know.
Thing
I can't remember
them?
that.
Yeah.
His brother and sister were transformed into wolves in a plot by the Stygian queen and sorceress Mesmera.
Mesmera.
Yeah,
that's very cartoon.
Yeah. And then you've got Snag, who is a Viking-like barbarian, the one we thought might have been a snake man, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's from the Vanir, who live on the seashore. Snag likes to travel by water. I don't know why that. Oh,
it's what Frigg is the Vanir. Yeah.
Cimmeria and the Vanir tribe are enemies, but despite it, Snag and Conan become true friends.
Oh,
that's
nice.
quite nice.
That's nice. Yeah. They become buddies, brothers.
He gives up his grapnel to make star metal horseshoes for Thunder when Thunder saves his life. That's cool.
Nice. That's really good. I hope that they kept that continuity in place for all the next episodes. That's really good. I like that a lot.
Yeah. And then there's lots of supporting characters. So basically all of the Egyptian pantheon became the forebearers for other parts of culture. So there is a Asian character who's an elder among the silent dragons of Phenon, and he instructs. And Finian, who is an Egyptian demigod, becomes Conan's instructor in the art of ninjutsu.
Wow. I'm looking at the. I don't know if it's a sequel series or just like a. It does say as a sequel to the animated series Conan the Adventurer. Conan and the Young Warriors was the.
It's the same. It doesn't look good though.
It doesn't look very good. No, it looks a bit cheaper. I would say. Looks like it's the same voices at least. I think. Yeah.
But however, written by Len Wein, co-creator of Swamp Thing and Wolverine.
But
also, it means that Conan the Adventurer has an ending, which is very, very rare for a cartoon. And this is like a sequel after Rathamon has been vanquished and his family returned to life. That's cool.
Yeah, I think it's quite neat to see. It looks like it came out like immediately after as well.
Cool.
So there wasn't like a big space of nothing Conan.
Yeah. There was only one series though.
Yes, they only did one series. I don't know if it ended in a cliffhanger or if they actually managed to finish the series, but I would bet money on the fact that it didn't finish properly.
No, not this one. But at least Conan the Adventurer did.
Yeah.
I liked this cartoon to a degree.
Yes, I agree.
I think it should have been a bit more barbarian.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. But it needed more weaponry.
But I did like the basic story. Yeah. And there were some unintentionally funny bits in it. I think I would have, like I said, if I'd known it was a 3-parter, I probably would have watched all 3.
Yeah, I think even as like a one episode, the pacing is still brilliant for this sort of thing. Like there's no like lost time to it. they explain what they need to explain. They get him to go on the adventure, but
Yeah.
they manage to spend enough time on each of the beats for it to be, satisfactory.
Yeah, they spend a long time with Conan and his
Yeah.
family to show what he has lost.
Yeah.
Like his relationship with his dad and his mum and his grandfather are all explained in little parts. And it's nice. It's like you see what they mean to Conan.
And his reactions to them being turned into stone are appropriate for what has happened to him.
Yeah.
Because in a lot
Agreed.
of these cartoons, something bad will happen, and like they'll be a bit angry about it for 2 seconds, and then it'll be, back to the status quo personality that established at the start of the episode. But Conan manages to stay angry throughout the rest of the episode, which I
Yeah.
think was good, because he doesn't
Yeah.
really have that personality to begin with.
Yeah, I agree. Dare I say I liked it.
Yeah, I did like it. I thought it was good. Yeah.
I think
this
it's
is another
like
one where I'd love to read a comic of it.
Yeah. I think I'll give it a 7.
I'm going to give it an 8. I was quite into it.
Maybe I'm being harsh today.
Yeah.
I think like it's hard to grade when the story isn't complete, right?
Yeah.
If we had have watched
often.
all 5 parts of Darkwater, heaven help us, and the 3 parts of this, I think they would probably rank a couple of points higher.
Yeah.
I thought the voice acting in this was really good as well.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
I like
Especially the snake
Conan's.
people.
Oh, the snake. You have broken the spell, Conan. Hiss. No one can ever see the face of Rathamon.
Wrath-Amon.
Wrath-Amon. Yeah, I like snake people as villains. I really like it. It's a bit. I used to watch V when I was younger, even though I was probably too young for it, and they used to scare the shit out of me. But the effects were so well done on the faces and stuff. My mum and dad used to love V. But yeah, I love a snake man.
Yeah, big fan of a snake man.
Yeah.
Cardassians.
Yeah, I guess that's... yeah. Who doesn't love the Cardassians?
Who doesn't love the Cardassians?
Not the Kardashians.
Not the Bajorans either.
Yeah, it was really fun. I would recommend this one, I think. I don't know. I can remember watching the show and enjoying it and feeling like it wasn't a reset button show every time. There might have been a few episodes where you had a self-contained story and stuff, but like characters get introduced over the course of the series rather than, like they had a plan for their introduction rather than them all being piled into the first episode, like Thundercats style.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they had a real faith in the source material, and wanted to make something that was kid friendly but still Conan, and I think they actually quite did it, even though it's a real dumbing down of his like thievery and barbarianism. But yeah, I quite like sensitive young Conan. I like it.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting to.
I wasn't either. I thought it was going to be really rubbish.
Yeah. So there you go. Pirates of Darkwater. Yeah. Conan. Yeah. Have we got any emails?
We sure have.
Wow.
Got an email here from V. Not the V that you were just talking about, the other V.
Oh, not the Lizard V. No,
not the lizard.
Although
V.
she will undoubtedly say that TV show is about her.
Yeah, definitely. It's entitled Dick the Birthday Boy. Haha, no one's ever made that joke before, Richard, have they? This is the very first time.
That's a Rich Evans thing, isn't it? Dick the Birthday Boy. Rich Evans of Red Letter Media. When he met Julia Roberts, he was wearing a Dick the Birthday Boy t-shirt.
That's funny.
I remember that at a Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Hey, Richard, happy birthday. Anyway, who cares
Thank
about
you.
that? I don't even get a hello.
Hello, Swifty.
Hello. I'm watching the E4 Top Simpsons episode marathon right now as I'm writing this email. So what are your favourite Simpsons episodes? Top 5 or 3? I know Rich hates deciding things, but he also hates being told what to do. So I don't know how to make you make content for your podcast. The best
what
Simpsons
one was
episode. top 5 or 3 favourite Simpsons episodes. Or top 3 or top 5. I mean, the best episode is Lemon of Troy.
You love that one. I love
that episode.
Homie Goes to Clown College.
Oh,
that's
Homie the Clown. Yeah.
Homie the Clown.
That's a good
I like the one where Marge gets imprisoned. And,
Marge on the Lamb?
Marge on the Lamb,
yeah.
I think. And what else? The one, it's a very early one where Seymour gets stuck under, he gets threatened by Fat Tony.
Oh, Bart the Fink.
Bart the Fink.
Yeah.
That's a great one, that one. I love that.
That's a really good one. Yeah.
They're my top 3, I think.
Yeah.
With no preparation.
No preparation.
So go on, yours is Lemon of Troy.
Yeah, Lemon of Troy is my favourite episode. I do really like Fish Called Selma.
Yeah,
which we have spoken about already on the podcast.
That was so much fun.
Episode. Yeah. And God, you know when you like put on the place and you can't remember a single thing that you've ever watched? Mm-hmm. I'm going to say Marge versus the Monorail. That's a fantastic
that's
episode.
A great one.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones that always comes up on the list, but it's for absolutely valid reasons.
Yeah. Springfield Files, that's a fantastic episode.
That is great.
We bring you love. It's bringing love. Kill it.
The Frank Grimes episode.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Oh, You Only Move Twice with Frank Scorpio.
Oh, of course, yeah.
That's City of New York versus Homer Simpson.
Yeah, that's.
It was parked his car illegally.
Yeah, and he has to go to the World Trade Center.
Homer the Heretic. That's a great one.
I had that episode on VHS as a kid.
Yeah.
So I watched that one quite a lot. It was on the Heaven and Hell VHS. You know, when you used to put like 4 episodes in a collection.
Yeah, I know what you mean. This has got Homer Badman, the one where he takes the babysitter off the jelly baby off the babysitter's jeans.
Yeah,
I can't remember
the Gummy
that one.
DeMilo.
Gummy DeMilo.
Yeah.
King Size Homer, which that is
a funny episode.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's got some problems.
It's got some problematic things in it now,
yeah.
But as an episode, it is quite funny. Like just the press any key whole thing with the drinking bird.
Homer the Great with the stonecutters.
Yeah,
that's a really good one. Mr. Plow.
They're all good.
Yeah, they're all good.
Do you want to hear the second email that we got from V?
Sure.
It's entitled "Episode Suggest."
Oh,
all lowercase.
Get a pen.
Alpha and Omega. Send tweet V.
What does that
Alpha
mean?
and Omega. It's the series of films about the wolves, which was originally starring Hayden Panettiere until she left the production after the first film, and then they made 7 more movies, and it's the same JPEG of the girl wolf on every cover of the other movies. It's really funny.
Yeah, you can't just say one thing though. You've got to say another thing.
We could do Alpha and Omega 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Like they just kept making them. There's so many of them. It's like you could do a Land Before Time collection because there's like 22 films. It's the same deal with Alpha and Omega. I don't want to watch Alpha and Omega. I'm just explaining the logistics of doing a collection based around it.
Oh god, it's got 20% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
It's got Justin Long in it.
Yes, that's the other guy who's in it. I think he left us the first one as well.
Okay, we will consider it.
Yeah, it's under consideration.
I don't know what we'd pair that with. Whether we'd pair it with Alpha and Omega 2, I don't think so. Yeah, all right. Okay. Why is it always animals? Why is it always animals, V? Pick something else.
It's always animals.
Go on.
We do have an email from Thomas. But it's long, and honestly, I don't know if I can read it with my voice. I feel like I'm going to cough. See what I mean? I feel like I'm going to cough through the whole thing. Do you want me to send it to you and you can read it?
Yeah, you got my email address, haven't you?
I'll just copy and paste it into Discord.
Oh wow, it's done it in a really weird sideways.
Yeah, that's terrible.
No, I'll do it.
Can you read it?
I'll do it.
It's really weird. I was going to say I'll just oh no, I can't do a screen grab. It's too long.
Don't worry, I'll read it. Happy Toon Year, Toonhounds. It's been a while. I can't say I've seen all the things you've done shows about, but you always make them interesting. Thanks.
Thank you.
I have, however, seen BoJack Horseman and am now interested in seeing Undone. Maybe Tuca and Bertie first, as it seems far less heavy. I'm fascinated with how his name is Bob Waxberg. From what I gather, he has family that had a store named Bob and Bob. But is that a first or last name? Hyphenating it seems to imply someone has the last name Bob. Or maybe it was both. Bob Bob?
Bob Bob?
I love that he focuses so much on mental health with his character. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I do
Alma
as well.
from Undone sounds a bit like me, with my aversion to being told what to do and having it come out in sometimes self-destructive ways. Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Operational Defiance, the human form right here. Operational Defiance is a great new term you've given me. Thank you for that. I can relate to it, being ordered around as a youngest kid, but also maybe being an Aquarius if that horse shit is real.
Wouldn't know. I'm a Capricorn.
I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah, best ones. You get double fish.
Thomas, I've had a conversation exactly with Josh Henderson about the content of your email. You are sounding like Josh.
That's funny.
Because he doesn't believe in it, but he also will quote it quite regularly.
Yeah. He's an Aries, isn't he?
Aries, yeah. The true definition of one.
No
if you believe in that
there.
horse shit. I never rebelled against teachers, really, but I internalised a good amount of feedback from supervisors in relationships that were sometimes good intentioned and sometimes not. I've also been in relationship situations where I had to show concern, and it was taken as a challenge to be more self-destructive and addicted, so that gave me a perspective as to how to take feedback or assignments and requests. I wholeheartedly empathise with that. Because of my history of, I'll say, mental health ups and downs, I find that sometimes I don't have the resilience when I'm given a criticism.
Oh, same. I'm terrible at it. I'm really bad with it. I'm trying to be better with it.
Yeah.
But I'm terrible.
Well, also, like, I have this really sad ego way of dealing with negativity, where if someone is negative, I start thinking it's because of me.
Yeah, I get that. I get that feeling. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's just pure mental health problems, isn't it?
Yeah, I have like I will make something and think, oh, this is shit. Like, I've done terrible at this. But if somebody else told me that, I think, well, what are you telling me that for, you dickhead? It's great. Everything I make is trash until somebody tells me so.
Yeah. By the way, I love your episodes of TTOS.
How dare you?
I have told you that about 100 times.
Yeah.
Derealization is another one you've taught me just now. Oh no, I don't think I've ever felt full on derealization, but I have felt at times like I just went through a conversation or task without really being conscious of it, which then I get some anxieties over my grip on reality and consciousness for a few minutes. That is sort of like a small bubble of derealization. So I'm told that's what it feels like to be hypnotized. I'm sure it does happen far more often than the more people can get sucked into internet lives and less connected to real people. People are truly having main character syndrome and seeing humanity as NPCs, which is terrifying. There's a book by a really famous sociologist called Jean Baudrillard called Simulacra and Simulacrum. And it was one of the influences for the Matrix films, like the Wachowski's sisters really did like read a lot of like decent psychology and sociology books. And Simulacra and Simulacrum are about when we see the characters as real and we humanize them so much that they become part of our lives. Like when our parents' generation watch a soap and then they hate the character that is bad in the soap, and it's that's the point of them. You're supposed to hate them. You can't hate the actor. And the character doesn't exist, so you can't hate the character either.
They're just lines, bro.
But that's a really interesting book. His work is really, really good. Speaking of which, have you ever heard of Serial Experiments Lane? That would be an amazing Toonhounds watch.
I have heard of it.
This? Oh,
it's a Japanese anime. It's one of your Japanese animes. It's very sci-fi stuff. I get it mixed up with a few other things though. Like, I know of it. I've never seen it, but I know of it through, like, cultural diffusion. just reading things online.
It's a hard way to read this. I've lost track of where I am in the email.
Yeah.
BoJack is one of those shows that reminds me so much of people in my past that I've let go. I might find it really hard to go back to, but perhaps it could be insightful. Also, honeydew melon is great if you get it at just the right amount of ripeness. Cantaloupe can also be bad when not fully ripe. So many moments I remember more than full episodes, like when he begs Diane to tell him he's good and not doomed to be who he is. His mum's eulogy, that episode is brutal. We considered watching that one for the show, actually. Yeah. His internal monologue telling himself he's an idiot, eating too many cookies, and the Sarah Lynn death episode the most, another one we considered watching. Along with the mostly silent episode where he finds a seahorse baby. That's, Oh, and the Kill That Fetus song. That finale was such a perfect way to give closure while also not rewarding the sad old horse for turning his relationships into glue. It's sad but understandable his sister wouldn't make amends. But with Diane, while their story is likely at an end, they got to have that gratitude to each other for what they once had. Shows often make forgiveness way too cut and dry, either one way or another, and often it's that uncomfortable middle ground. We get why he's so broken, but never get absolution for how he impacts others. I was just about to compare him to Tony Soprano, and then I hear Rich say the same thing. Difference being he is slightly less enabled in Hollywood than he would be in the Mafia, just a bit. Even Princess Caroline doesn't take him back, which surprised me, but she does offer him enough grace to find someone who will take him as an agent. I'm happy to see that she has a happy ending too, learning to scale back her hustle lifestyle lest she almost microwave her kid again. And she does that by marrying her assistant.
Jonah is the best character.
He's great.
Yeah.
He's really good.
He saves everyone.
Yeah. But I agree, that finale is perfect. That show is
really
perfect
good.
in a lot of ways.
That whole last season, they just...
Yeah.
Episode after episode, they just knock it out of the park. It's as good as the last season of Breaking Bad in terms of completing things, of wrapping things up into enough of a bow that there is some kind of satisfaction for the ending, but not enough that everything is answered and cut and dry and clear.
Yeah, I agree. Tie up the things that matter.
Yeah.
Don't over-explain. It's the you're right. The Breaking Bad, the Better Call Saul approach. I don't need to know what happens with Kim and Jimmy outside of that last episode, but man, I want to.
Yeah,
I want to so much, and that nugget of hope is enough to keep me sustained and think there's hope. And I like that, and I think there is a nugget of hope in the BoJack finale as well, where it's like he maybe doesn't deserve to be happy, but he could be happy one day if he keeps trying, if he keeps on that trajectory that we know he's not very good at keeping on. Anyway, I had a whole bunch of notes from previous episode. Tonsils. I don't remember why I wrote that. I think this was from the Surreal episode. Not sure what I wanted to say about that. I guess for surreal stuff, the 2000s sure were wacky. Anyone who judges Gen Z's weird abominations should go back and watch stuff like Xavier Renegade Angel that was on Adult Swim.
I had friends at university who made me watch that. Like, touting it as being hilarious and just so funny. Like, it's so wacky. And sat there for like 45 minutes thinking, this is shit. Like, why are you making me watch this? I'm not a fan of Renegade Angel. It did nothing for me whatsoever.
I've never seen it.
It did just feel like weird for the sake of weird. Felt like a Newgrounds cartoon.
Oh, that's not a great advert.
No.
Or even live action annoying crap like Andy Milonakis. Remember him? Hopefully not.
I do remember him.
I even found Invader Zim to be extremely grating on the ears, but I miss when the US mall store Hot Topic used to be merchandise from that and Nightmare Before Christmas. Now it's all Funko Pops. Oh, I hate Funko Pops.
I went into HMV the other day.
Yeah,
it's all Funko Pops. It's all Funko Pops. I thought Funko Pops had gone bust. Like they were lost all their money or something.
they are in dire straits, but they bought Mondo, so they're living off of that for a little bit. But I think they're going to pull Mondo down with them, and I think that Mondo will again change hands, because it used to be the Alamo Draft House that used to own Mondo, and then they were their own company outright, I think, and then Funko Pop bought them because they realised that there was an end. Maybe you shouldn't have a Funko Pop of, I don't know, some random Zid grade character from a show.
The Funko Pop of somebody from Yellowstone 1911, whatever it is.
Do you know what? I would not be surprised if there were Toonhounds Funko Pops in the wild.
It would surprise me either.
We probably rank higher than some of the ones that they've produced.
Yeah.
There's definitely...
when are we going to get a U2's figure? When's that going to happen? When are they going to contact us?
Perhaps we should have a blind bag, and it's either you or me, but there's so many more of me than you, or something like that.
80% chance of getting you.
So you'll get 15 riches before you get a Spibsy. Do you, as a Toonhound and a Toonhound, also get mad when people say Looney Tunes instead of Looney Tunes? Yeah.
I don't notice the way I say it. Looney Tunes. I do say tunes. Yeah.
Looney Tunes. Looney
Tunes. Looney Tunes sounds weird to me. I think it's the there's too big of a pronunciation on the T, the way I say it.
Yeah.
Looney Tunes makes more sense to me because it flows.
Well, also British people say Tuesday instead of Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We're in the wrong with that one, I think.
Yeah.
So. Same. That could be a whole other email. I remember not hating Cool Cat when I was a kid, but knowing that is what was the grand finale to 30 Years of Shorts is pretty depressing. I did like the 60s Warner Brothers logo, though. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go. Did I really just type all that? Is any of this real? Do I have a goatee all of a sudden? They made a Discovery Zone Christmas movie? That's so much better in the year of our President for Life Bernie Sanders 2026 than a Chuck E. Cheese one. Thomas J. Martin. Thank you for that email.
Thank you.
That's a good one. I like it when Matt and Thomas are really good at both really good at this. They send emails that encompass a load of other episodes, and when we read it, I'm just like, what?
When did we talk
about that?
8 months ago.
Yeah. We get that at the end of Story Lords quite a lot. If we do an email episode, sometimes people will say stuff and I'm like, what?
I don't remember that happening at all.
I don't even remember that story. It's weird.
Like, what happened to the Sparrow King in episode 2F12?
I have been in a way of getting used to the sound of my own voice, re-listening, and also I've had to do it because Story Lords season 3 is coming to a bit of a sort of like 3-season climax. I've had to listen to my episodes again, and I'm not horrified by the sound of my own voice anymore.
You get used to it.
If we ever do a quiz, hopefully I will win again now, because I know
that's
all
the
real
reason.
Thanks for that, Thomas. It's good to get an email from you again.
Now, do you have any recollection as to what we said we were going to do after this one?
Absolutely none.
Let me...
Didn't you want to do sports?
I do want to do sports anime, but I'm not sure if we've got another thing already in the pipeline. Let me have a look. No, we haven't. So yeah, we can do whatever we want for the next one. I want to watch Haikyuu. It's a volleyball anime.
Okay. I want to watch the Hurricanes, the terrible 90s cartoon about soccer.
Yeah, definitely. Sure. Yeah.
Right, that's what we're doing. The Hurricanes and Haikyuu.
Yeah.
Wow. The Hurricanes cartoon was so bad. It's got a very good theme tune.
Oh, of course it does. It's from the 90s.
But the Hurricanes are a team of they're from every country is represented in that. It's a DIC Dick Entertainment product. Yeah. It went from 93 to 97. It had like so many episodes. Oh,
brilliant.
Man,
that's sorted.
There you go. That's what we're going to do next episode. Gary Chalk was in it.
Gary Chalk?
Yeah.
Father of Sarah Chalk from Scrubs.
Is he her dad?
I don't know.
Oh.
Don't see why he wouldn't be.
But he's that guy who's in a load of stuff, but you could never tell me what he was from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never get it. He's in The Fly too.
Is he? Is he the Fly?
Yeah, The Fly 2, Son of Fly.
Yeah. That's a weird movie, The Fly 2.
Yeah, it's awful.
It starts with
awful.
with a birth. It's really traumatic.
Yeah, I don't like that film. I like the Jeff Goldblum, Gina Davis.
Oh, the first
Fly.
one. Oh, man,
it's really good.
That is so good. Why didn't they make a Fly cartoon? We could have watched that.
Oh man,
Can you do like an action adventure, The Fly, where he's like a superhero? They totally would have done that in like 1991.
Yeah, they would have done.
Fox Kids The Fly.
Yeah, along with he would have had by episode 5. He would have had a crew of mutated people. That
Definitely, yeah. The Fly crew,
a
They
cat
would
man.
have been the Fly Boys. That's what they're called.
Fly Boys. Oh man, he would have worn sunglasses, and they would have called him Superfly.
Oh man, yeah.
Right. Okay. So sports. I'm sure we've done sports before, but we haven't. Have we?
No, I don't think so. No.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. We're doing sports next time.
Sports.
If you want to support the show, if you want to suggest topics for us, like a second for Alpha and Omega, then you need to support us on Patreon. You need to head over to patreon.com/Toonhounds and you can find out all the details there. Spiffy and I will do another Daredevil in the details at some point.
Yeah.
Because when I'm finished IDW Turtles, I want to read the next volume of Brian Michael Bendis' Daredevil. But you get access to that. Our critical thoughts on Daredevil runs of comics. If you're a patron. If you want to send us an email, we read every email. You need to send it to toonhounds@gmail.com. Sometimes I read them in a very horizontal way that makes it very confusing and I stumble over my words. But Spivsy's got horrible TB from kissing a badger. So
I've had this cough for like 3 weeks now. I'm going to have to go to the doctor about it, I think.
It's everyone had that like around Christmas and beyond.
Yeah, it's awful.
So yeah, it's not good. So yeah, if you want to send an email, do that. We will read your email. Yeah. We love reading emails, and I love you guys' opinion on some of the stuff we talk about. You know what? If you've been to a particularly good theatre production, you can tell me, and I'll talk to you about some theatre shows that I've seen and that some interesting theatre stories. That'd be good. What else? What else do we want to talk about? Oh yeah, by joining the Patreon, by supporting us on Patreon, you get to join the Discord as well. And the Discord is full of very nice people.
It is.
Genuinely, absolutely chock-a-block full of nice
folks.
Paisanos.
Nice paisanos. That's what we call them.
The Toonhounds Paisanos. Thank you for supporting the show. We did something incredibly clever and filmed 2 episodes in a week so that we didn't have to. We had a month off, which was, just pat on the back for us too.
I know, it was really good planning.
Absolutely genius. So that was really, really good. But we hope you enjoyed this episode, just like you enjoy all the others. Thank you for supporting us. We do really appreciate it. And be kind to yourself this year. Things aren't getting any better anytime soon, so we just need to take care of each other. So with that in mind, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Toonhound Goodness. Bye.
Bye.